What's up, guys? Welcome to Shades Tube, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is May the 1st, 2025. Happy and blessed month of May, guys, and happy born day to all of my May babies. I'm wishing you guys long life and prosperity and a blessed birthday. Happy birthday. All right. So, y'all, let's go ahead and go over that Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Okay? Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Jermaine in the place to be. What's up, Jermaine? Thank you so much. Jermaine said, if you are vibing with this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that super chat or super sticker to show love and support. And don't forget, we are always here for the best in-depth commentary. Catch the latest only here on Shades Tube. Cash App, $ Shades Tube. I like that, Jermaine. Goodness, that's good. I like it. All right. So again, like Jermaine said, you guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. All right. And make sure you share and leave a comment. All right. So let's go ahead and start off with this live tonight. We're going to do the breakdown of Diddy's trial. And guys, I want to show y'all this video about this woman who caught her man in bed with another man. All right. Well, she called him cheating. That's what I really should have put up there. And I just want to maybe touch on a couple other things if I have a chance to. If I don't, I'll do it tomorrow. All right. So go get you something to eat, something to drink, relax and seat or bed. And if you are at work, go ahead and continue to do your job. But watch me on the down low. You know what I'm saying? Or listen to me on the down low. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, I have to go over here and turn this TV down because I promise you guys I can hear it. So let me go over there and turn this TV down. We're not going to be in here long because y'all know I got to leave at 10:30. So let me hurry up. Oh, let me first turn this TV down because I don't want to pick it up on the live and then they do a copyright thing. Turn it all the way down because I can hear it pretty good. And let me get my water and let me mute my phone because every time I get on this damn live, this phone start going off and things like that. Let me make sure y'all can hear me too. Okay. So first thing first, I also want to tell you guys about this little situation. I think this happened in a playground or somewhere like that. So I'm gonna try to tell you guys that too. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm just looking at something real quick. Okay. All right. So first thing first, guys, let's go ahead and do the breakdown of Diddy's trial, which is fast approaching very soon, like next week. Okay, let me go ahead and change this banner right here and put this up here. I already got Diddy up here. I should have changed this to, let me just change this to Diddy trial. Really, I spelled the stuff backwards. Let's see. We're going to show that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this real quick, guys. I hope you guys are having a good night. And I hope your day was good too. And I hope you have a blessed Friday. Okay. So let's see here. So this is everything that we need to know about Diddy's ex-trafficking trial. Okay. So here we go. So like I said, his trial. Hey, Tony Benz, what's up? What's up? Long time. All right. Hope you're having a good night. So the long-awaited trial of Sean Diddy Combs is set to kick off with jury selection on May the 5th. Sean Diddy Combs prepares to face charges that could land him in prison for the rest of his life if he is convicted. As we already know, Combs was arrested last September in New York City with federal prosecutors indicting him on racketeering and ex-trafficking charges. He has pleaded not guilty. Now, his trial, you guys, is expected to last several weeks, if not months, and it could potentially feature some high-profile witnesses. Combs, who built a successful business empire and has for years been a power broker in the music industry, is now fighting both serious criminal and civil accusations. So, this is some things that you guys need to know if you don't know them already. The charges Diddy will face is ex-trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in the P word. As you guys know, he was arrested at a Manhattan hotel where he had been staying in anticipation of an indictment. Okay. Now, that indictment alleges that Combs used his business empire to conduct freak-offs, which prosecutors describe as highly orchestrated performances. Now, the prosecutors claim Combs forced or either coerced women into participating in the extended sexual acts and would allegedly leverage his power and influence to do so. The most serious charge Sean Combs faces is racketeering, and that carries a potential life sentence. Now, in order to land a conviction, prosecutors will need to prove he ran a criminal enterprise. They said Combs relied on the employees' resources and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, ex-trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. And that's what prosecutors allege in the indictment. Hey, Most Hater, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Now, the indictment also describes an incident in which Combs allegedly assaulted his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassandra Cassie Ventura, in a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. Though she is not named in the indictment, the described incident matches up with hotel surveillance footage published by CNN that appeared to show Combs clad in a white towel strike, kick, drag, and throw an object at Cassie. Cassie sued Combs in November 2023, accusing him of sexual assault prior to his indictment. The suit was settled the very next day. Since then, Combs has been sued by dozens of others, accusing him of sexual misconduct. He has denied those allegations. The next thing is the freak-offs. The indictment against Combs center around alleged freak-offs, a term that has been synonymous with the allegations. Now, according to prosecutors, freak-offs are elaborate and produced performances that Combs allegedly orchestrated. Okay? Combs is accused of forcing or coercing women to participate in the freak-offs with male ex-workers who were flown in from around the country. Following a raid of Combs' homes in Miami and LA, Combs alleged Investigators found freak-off supplies, including drugs and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. The alleged freak-offs would sometimes last for days, according to prosecutors, and they would involve heavy drug use. Combs allegedly took and kept videos of the X acts, sometimes without the knowledge of the women involved. And that's according to the indictment. Now, they said following the exhausting ordeals, prosecutors alleged Combs and the women would receive IV treatments to recover. Further, prosecutors accused members of Combs' business, including high-ranking people, of being involved in the organizing of the freak-offs by arranging travel, booking hotel rooms, and stocking them with supplies, while also delivering cash to pay ex-workers and scheduling delivery of IV fluids per the indictments or the indictment. Combs' defense team has maintained that the actual encounters were consensual. Okay. So, like we already know, Diddy has been incarcerated since he was arrested. Okay. 3 different federal judges have denied Combs bail attempts, citing concerns of potential witness tampering. Combs has been in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, which also currently houses Luigi Magoni. Okay. Now, during his court appearances, Combs has worn a tan prison uniform and now sports a gray beard. For his trial, as we already know, they are going to allow him to wear his regular clothing, which they already know exactly what he's going to wear, because you have to have they have to give you a list of what you can pick out to wear at your trial. Okay. So the people that are going to appear at this trial, the information that we know. Number one, Cassie Ventura, Combs' ex-girlfriend, whose explosive lawsuit sparked all of this stuff, okay, and sparked all of the other accusers, to come out and file civil charges against Combs. She they expect her to testify during the trial, okay? So they said that Cassie is victim number 1, who is mentioned in that indictment. And she is going to testify under her real name. Now, the judge presiding over the case in the Southern District of New York is U.S. District Judge Aaron Submaranian, who was appointed to the bench in 2023 by former President Joe Biden. Okay, so Combs' high-profile legal team is led by Mark Agnifilo and Tenny, I cannot pronounce his last name, Geragos, who is the daughter of well-known defense attorney Mark, same last name, who himself is known for representing Scott Peterson and the Mendez brothers. Brian Steele, a Georgia attorney who represented rapper Young Thug in a notorious racketeering trial, also recently joined Combs' defense team. The prosecution is being conducted by several assisting U.S. attorneys, including Maureen Ryan Comey, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey. Previously, she prosecutor, what's this lady's name? How do you pronounce her name? Ghislaine Maxwell in her ex-trafficking trial. Combs' previous court hearings have been attended by his sons, Justin and Christian Combs and Quincy Brown. So Diddy's defense will be this, according to this article. Combs' lawyers were unsuccessful in trying to get the surveillance video showing him beating up Cassie excluded from the trial. In a recent court appearance reported by ABC News, Agnifilio seemingly hinted at a part of the defense strategy when he remarked that his client was a swinger. He said, "There's a lifestyle, call it swingers, that he was in that he thought was appropriate." And this is what Agnifilo said to ABC. He also said the reason he thought it was appropriate is because it is so common and because he's a freak. I mean, just tell the truth. He's a freak. He likes to do freaky stuff. All right. So that's a breakdown of everything about Diddy, what is expected coming next week. What his possible defense is. They may, play around him being a little crazy at that time from the drugs things he was taking. They may play around with him being a swinger, and he didn't know that was not appropriate, which is crazy. I mean, come on now. So I think they're going to use all that. Plus, they're probably still going to talk about, the public being able to, the jury possibly seeing and hearing all this stuff, and that will make them biased, so they probably will, use all of that stuff to try to get Sean Combs free, point blank. And I'm pretty sure they are going to have evidence to show that everything was consensual. That's what he claims. Okay, that's what he claims. So the defense people are going to probably show that. And the prosecutors definitely have to prove that without, prove beyond a reasonable doubt or something like that, that Sean Combs did do these things they are accusing him of. The ex-trafficking, the P word, I forgot what else he's going for. Let's see. Let me see the other charges. Hold on. The racketeering, and everything else that they're accusing him of. The prosecutors definitely have to, prove all of that. Otherwise, if they don't prove it, you know what's going to happen. Hey, Kim, what's up? What's up? What's up? So this trial is going to be very interesting to see. I don't know how it's going to go. It's going to be tripped out to see these witnesses because they do have witnesses. Clearly they must have offered, I don't know, maybe they offered some people some deals or something. I don't know, and everything. And that's why they are testifying. And as far as Cassie, I'm pretty sure they're going to ask her about, the night that he beat her up, and then all the other nights, when she said that he did all these things to her, he coerced her and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure they're going to let her tell all of that. And then the defense attorneys are going to come there and start asking her questions and things like that to make it sound like, to get her, to try to make it, what they're going to try to do. Try to make it sound like she was doing everything. She consented to everything. So this is going to be a trip. Like I just said, it's going to be a whole entire trip. And it's going to be probably a long ass trial. It won't be televised because they don't televise federal cases. We're going to see some sketches of Diddy and stuff. But, obviously they're going to have the recap. And, I will be reading that. And we will be going over his trial every single day. All right. Just like, I was one of the first people who started talking about Sean Combs when it first happened back in November 2023. So I told y'all then, hey, Shell, that I was going to continue to, stay on this until it's over. So, y'all, I hope he got a good strategy, him and his lawyers, and I hope he has proof to show that he did not do all of these things because he claims that he did not do anything. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm looking forward to seeing this trial next week, at least hearing about it anyway, and looking at sketches, So what do you guys got to say in that chat about that? All the stuff I just told you about concerning Sean Combs. Do you guys think some of his employees and stuff are going to be up there just telling everything they know? Or do you think, the feds got some stuff? They definitely got some information. Hold on, you guys. Let me put this over there. Oh, okay, I said, sorry about that, you guys. I said, I know the feds probably got a lot of information because they are not going to be um, indicting anyone if they did not have a lot of proof. Okay, now what that proof is, I don't know. What they have on those tapes, those videos, I don't know. You said Diddy's coming home. Now let's hope, because if he has anything in those tapes that looks like ex trafficking, coercion, or any other illegal activity, he won't be coming home if there's anything like that in those tapes. But one would think, though, if it is something like that in those videos, you would think he would take that plea deal. And he refused that plea deal. Okay. And I don't know what that plea deal entails. Let me see if I can find out. But he did not take that, guys. So when people don't take plea deals, sometimes it makes me think that they are innocent, because why wouldn't you take a plea deal? Because if you don't take it and you know you are guilty, they're going to really throw the book at your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking maybe they are reaching with all this stuff. I don't know. I just do not know. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can look at this. Let's see what they say about that. So he confirmed it today that he was rejecting a plea deal from federal prosecutors in his ex-trafficking case. They asked him, have you rejected the government's offer? Okay. So let's see what they're saying here. And he said, yes, I do, Your Honor. Okay. He said, yes, I do. He rejected that. So why do you guys think he rejected the plea deal if he's so guilty? And they did not release the details of that plea deal. So if anybody is reporting that, they are lying. Okay. And when he came to court earlier today, he had on his gray, his beige jail uniform. So they, honestly, you guys, I don't know. This can go so many ways because listen, they said Combs smiled at his attorney and he hugged his attorney. He gave a fist bump to Teeny, or however you pronounce that name. Okay. And she, attorney Teeny G, I'm gonna call her G because I know I'm gonna say her name wrong, and Jermaine gonna be tripping out about it, making jokes. She raised concerns during the brief conference about statements Los Angeles-based attorney Lisa Bloom, who represents at least two of Combs' civil accusers, made about the case to a documentary. And Cheney said, we are concerned with her behavior here. So, honestly, if something is not done correctly, or just say that they didn't follow the correct legal formality or whatever the case is, you just never know. It could possibly end up being a mistrial. You just don't know, because they've been talking about a lot of stuff, Like with this lawyer right here, Lisa Bloom. And then they said they are concerned with her behavior. Now, Judge Aaron said he would remind all counsel and witnesses to adhere to rules of professional conduct and court rules about potentially prejudice, okay, prejudice statements that could infringe on Combs' right to a fair trial. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how he could get a fair trial with all this stuff being out. And you know what? It's the defense attorneys, the team, they probably will argue that, okay, in this entire trial. Because how can he have a fair trial when people are already, putting up all these documentaries that paints a certain picture of him? We already have some type of idea, preconceived idea, opinion on this dude, about this dude. Okay. And I'm still trying to figure out how none of the jury people know anything about him, or they didn't see any of this stuff. Because remember, I guess they send the jury people, the jury notice, and then all these people come down there, then they interview you, you go in the room and get interviewed and all this other stuff. So these people wouldn't know that they were going to be in the jury until maybe a month or maybe a couple months ago. So then, no, they wouldn't be watching it. But what about all the other months? Did they watch it then? Those documentaries, all these civil lawsuits, all these reports and stuff, calling him a rapist, a woman beater, saying that he raped men, forced young boys into all that. I cannot believe that, I cannot believe he will have a fair trial. Because how could he? And I cannot believe these people will not be biased because of all this stuff that we have heard, about Sean Combs in this case, in his past, in some things he was allegedly doing, to Cassie, to other people, allegedly to JB, to you, to just so many people. You know what I'm saying? So I think all of this stuff right here is going to play into things. And his team of lawyers may use all of this stuff. They may use this. And, you just never know how this entire trial will go. It depends on what type of ex he had. If it's coerced or, he just went over there and did rape or something like that, then it is illegal. So like I said, I don't know, guys. This is going to be a trip. And I'm going to let you guys know all about it. All right. As this stuff, starts and ends and everything. I'm going to let you guys know all about it each day starting next week on Monday. All right. So anyway, that's it for Sean Combs right now. Nothing else new. I just told you that he rejected the plea deal, which I told you that yesterday, but he formally rejected it this morning. Okay. Which is crazy. So he must know something we don't know. He must know something that we do not know. For real, for real. Let me see if anybody's saying why they think he rejected this plea deal real quick. Let me just look on TikTok and see. I'm not going to play it on that screen right there because I already have it pulled up for something else. And then we're going to move on because it's already almost 10. Wait, am I on TikTok? Oh, I am. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what they say.
It's the last hearing before Sean
Combs'
trial starts. When he walked into federal court today, he appeared to be looking for his family. They've pretty much been at all of the hearings that I've been to. but there was no presence of his sons or his mother or his sister who had previously been at those hearings. So here's what came out of today's hearing. Number one, the government acknowledged that they offered Combs a plea deal. Combs acknowledged he has no interest in taking that. They're going to move forward with the trial. They also talked about the jury selection process, which one legal expert I spoke to said is probably the most important thing that you want to pay close attention to before the actual trial starts. And thirdly, we learned that Combs will be adding 2 new attorneys to his defense team. And just to recap, Combs, who is 55 years old, could spend the rest of his life behind bars if convicted on sex trafficking and racketeering. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
That's crazy.
Breaking news involving the Sean.
Okay, so
Diddy was
so let's see this right here, what she's saying. Okay.
offered a plea deal today and he turned it down. The latest in this case could change everything. Are they shutting out experts now? Now, the specifics of the plea deal have not been disclosed. But of course, the prosecutors are saying that this bad boy founder should have taken that plea deal. He would have got less time. Oh, he still was going to get time. Just a little bit less, okay? If you were in Diddy's shoes, would you consider a plea deal? I mean, do y'all think they gave him anything that is considerable? Due to Mr. Combs' decision, he will remain in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. His trial will move ahead and jury selection is scheduled to start next week, Monday, May 5th. As far as the insanity, now that's a whole nother story. Last week, April 27th, 2025, there were documents submitted. And in these documents, they referenced the Insanity Defense Reform Act of 1984. And so there were many reports that he was pleading insanity. But is that really the case? Well, according to MSN, they're saying it's not insanity that he said. He's blaming it on the goose. Got him feeling loose, okay? No, seriously, he's blaming it on intoxication, guys. Arguing he was too wasted to control his behavior. And in those documents that I showed you guys a little earlier in the video, they didn't want to hear from the doctor that was going to testify as an expert about Diddy's mental health capacity. The government said, no, no, no. So let me know y'all thoughts. What do you think about him turning down the plea deal? And not only that, but saying that he was too intoxicated, allegedly, to know exactly what he was doing. Let me know in the comments, y'all. And be sure.
Okay, let me just tell you guys what some of these people say real quick. Somebody said he's trying to do what ASAP did. A whole different case. Somebody said that man should have taken that deal. And another commenter said, I wish they would have told us what that deal included. All right. Somebody said, I don't know how they plan on spinning this. I don't either. This is going to be a trip to see it. Another commenter said, if he wins this, they should just forget about charging people with DUI. I have always said, if I can't consent to, you know what, SEX, how can I make a decision and consent to drive? And somebody else said he should have took the plea deal. I don't know for sure because I don't know what type of information Diddy's lawyers have, you know, to prove that he's innocent. I just don't know, you know, but if they find him guilty, that could mean up to life in prison, which is a hot ass mess. But if he have confidence in his attorneys, in himself, and he knows this is a lie, then he does not have anything to worry about. That's what I'm. Right. And that's what I'm talking about. So why would he take that if he was guilty? Yeah, that's crazy. And I know a lot of people want him to be guilty, but you have to look at the facts for real, like I always say, and the proof. You know, we can't go by what we read on social media. We have to see the actual proof that he actually did all of these things to all of these women and things like that, you know? But anyway, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Do you think he should have taken the plea deal or not? Do you think Diddy is going to prison for life? Or do you think he will get off? All right. Now let's move on to the next. Let me just give y'all a couple of breaking news articles real quick. And then we're going to go on to the other one, and that will be it. Let me do this real quick. This time goes so quick. Okay, let me tell y'all this story real quick. Y'all know what's his name? Luigi, right? Luigi Magnagoni. I think I said it right. I say his name wrong every time, a different way. Anyway, hold on. They are trying to. Oh, let me get the article. Hold on, let me get it, guys, real quick. What did I do? Okay. His attorneys, you guys, are calling for dismissal of the Erder indictment. Can y'all believe that? You know, the guy who unalived that CEO, all right, allegedly, the United Healthcare CEO that he unalived, all right. He argued in a court filing Thursday that the Erder indictment returned against him by a grand jury should be dismissed based on the fact that he faces double jeopardy. Wouldn't that be crazy if this dude gets off? These damn lawyers are smart as hell. Anyway, as we know, Luigi, 26, is charged with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, whom he allegedly stalked and fatally shot on December the 4th outside a New York hotel prior to a UHC shareholders meeting. He has pleaded not guilty. So, defense attorney Karen Freeman Agnafilo, who is related to the other Agnafilo, I don't know if they're married or what. Anyway, she said the indictment should be dismissed because concurrent state and federal prosecutions violate the double jeopardy clause, the 14th Amendment due process clause, and Luigi's constitutional rights against self-incrimination to meaningfully defend himself to a fair, impartial jury and to the effective assistance of counsel. Wow. And she added that Luigi faces federal charges and separate state charges in Pennsylvania because of prosecutorial one-upmanship. Those words, you guys, because the offenses are in a legal tug of war. So prosecutors argue that the first-degree murder charge is warranted and offered as evidence. The words delay, deny, depose that were inscribed on GUN shell casings found at the crime scene. So they said those words are often associated with rejected insurance claims. They also point to Luigi's online writings that suggest a fixation on United Healthcare and what Luigi saw as its greed and profit motive. So anyway, like I just said, his defense team, is trying to get his murder indictment dismissed. Okay, so I will keep you guys updated regarding him. And this is him, in case you forgot. And just keep you guys updated about it. Some smart ass lawyers. Okay. Somebody said, "OMG!" So now we can really get away with murder. Yeah, if they don't follow the rules, and if they are doing double jeopardy. I mean, these lawyers are smart as hell. They look at everything. Well, you said something about double jeopardy, so we will see. Okay, you said I don't see how Luigi gets off unless that was his twin brother on that tape. Could be. Okay, so let's see what else we got real quick because I need to hold on. Make sure. So they do have a surprising link between cancer and eating chicken, you guys. All right. I saw this a couple of days ago. I was going to tell you guys then, but I forgot. So anyway, they say a new study suggests a link between consuming large amounts of chicken, over 300 grams per week, and an increased risk of gastrointestinal cancers and cardiovascular diseases. Okay, now think about it. They've been telling us for ages that eating chicken, like baked chicken, as long as you don't burn it and things like that, is better for us than eating other meats. Now all of a sudden, now they're telling us that if we eat a certain amount of chicken per week, we have an increased risk of certain type of cancers or cardiovascular diseases. And why is that? So anyway, they said that they theorized that poultry feed, hormones or medication could be a contributing factor to the increased cancer risk. All right. Now, if this is true, then why don't they stop giving these chickens, hormones and certain medications that put us at risk of developing gastrointestinal cancers or cardiovascular diseases? Okay. So, I mean, it's simple. Why do they have to put all these things, give these chickens all of these things that are basically dangerous to us? Why? Hormones to make them bigger? Guys, you got to get used to eating little small chickens, regular sized chicken. Goodness. But they make them bigger so they can charge more. Okay. Everything is about that money. And they said that the cooking, the way you cook it, could also influence your health outcome. Like I just said, if you barbecue chicken, obviously that can be, a little hazard to you somewhat, allegedly, because they tell you about barbecue foods and what they can produce, when it's heated up like that and things like that. So you can look that up though and learn more about that. And then you cannot overbake it either. There's just so many rules, like I said before. You know, um, it's just the way you cook it. The way you cook it too can play a huge role in your health. And certainly, them giving these chickens, this medication and hormones, those definitely could play a huge, um, it can have a huge role into why, you know, if you eat a certain amount of chicken, it can make you more prone to catching those two different, that one type of cancer and then cardiovascular disease. So they said that they would recommend that you eat fish and plant-based proteins and avoid high temperatures or prolonged cooking methods. Just like I just said, if you bake it, you cannot over bake it. You have to cook it just right. See, I got to stop doing that because, like, when I go get my food, I always tell them to make my chicken extra crispy. So you have to stop doing all of that. And then you have, like, if you barbecue, you just limit that, because I forgot what it does, what it creates, but you can look it up to find out. And no fried chicken, because of course that alone, just frying it, even if they didn't give hormones, that can do a lot of stuff to your insides, your cardiovascular system, your cholesterol and things like that. So again, they said you can start eating more fish and plant-based proteins and basically avoid high temperature or prolonged cooking methods. All right. So in full, they said eating white meat was meant to be good for you, but now it's not, which is crazy. Kim said everything causes cancer, so you eat what you want to eat. I don't go for all of that. I heard that. I know we have a garden. They telling us it's really not doing any good because the ground in the world is messed up as well. It sure is. And Jermaine said they are trying to get us to convert to lab grown meat, which is nasty. Just thinking about it. No, what they need to do is stop giving these animals all these hormones and all this other medication that they shouldn't be giving them, or they may not need to give them. And just take better care of these animals before they unalive them, so we can have, like better meats and things like that without, no meats with less stuff in it, because it's the medications that, cause all these cancers. It's not actually the meat itself all the time. It be some of the stuff they use. Just like when you eat certain vegetables, well, basically all of them. And they put all these insecticides and things like that on them. I mean, and then you wonder why people get sick. You wonder why people who eat healthy end up getting stuff that you can never even think of. So it's the stuff they're putting on our foods, the things they're giving these animals, all types of things, play a role in this right here, point blank. Okay. So I'm not going to read these comments because, these people are telling you whatever they want to say, and I'm just not going to read it tonight. Okay. I'm still going to eat my chicken though. I just won't be like overdoing it, but I still will eat it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. One more story, and then I need to go ahead and tell y'all this next story. I know that's right, Kim. So I know you guys heard about the Amazon incident. I think it was in, where was that incident located at? Let me see if I can find it real quick on my phone. First, Damian Dash could go to prison, y'all, if he does not comply with court orders. I'll tell you guys about that tomorrow, okay? And the judge warned him and told him that. So I'll tell you guys about that tomorrow. Also, Publishers Clearinghouse has to pay $18.5 million for misleading customers with those damn contests. Y'all know what they be doing. Telling you guys that you want all this money. Then they have you fill all this shit out, having you order and doing subscriptions to magazines, and you never get that money. Anyway, I'll tell you guys about that too tomorrow, not today. So anyway, even Scott Peterson, he claims new evidence of unborn son Connor's actual time of unaliving will prove he is innocent. I'll tell you guys about that tomorrow too, guys, okay? So let's take this off. Let's take Luigi off so I won't repeat it. They also have an urgent recall on bread. Why? Because that bread has glass in it, okay? So that's a recall. Let me tell you which one it is real quick. On frozen bread, okay? Because they think that glass shards could be baked into it, okay? Let's see which one it is real quick. So it's some that I have never in my life heard of before in my life. One is called Ancient Grains Hoagie Roll in 4-ounce containers, okay? Another one is the multi-grain sourdough rolls in 18-ounce containers. Another one is the whole grain multi-grain rolls in 20-ounce containers, all right? And the states that they sent these items to are Pennsylvania, California, Connecticut, Maryland, Delaware, and Ohio. All right. So if you do have these items, go online, type in bread recall and look at the lot numbers. Yes, glass and all of that stuff. Check yours, and then take them back to the store, whatever the case is. And I probably would take it back anyway, even if the lot numbers didn't match. But I'm just saying, go to Google, type in FDA issues urgent recall of bread that has glass baked into it. And it will bring up the article and you can check out the lot numbers and all of that. Okay? Okay. So anyway, that's it with breaking news real quick, you guys. Okay, whatever else I didn't give you, I'll give it to you tomorrow. All right? So let me go ahead and tell you guys about this other story real quick. This woman right here, you guys, first of all, how would you feel if you were dating a man and you thought this man was, heterosexual, and you were in a relationship with him, y'all doing whatever y'all do, you're in love with him, allegedly he's in love with you, okay? And then one day you happen to follow him or whatever the case is, and you go knock on the door and you don't see that it's a woman, you find out it's a man. What would you guys do? Women, what would you do? Yeah, I don't eat frozen bread either. It sounds nasty. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this one right here and check out this lady right here. I may be able to show you two of them tonight. Okay, let me just change this real quick. I just wanted to do something a little different and talk about Diddy and all these other people every single night. So this is some fuckery news. We're going to change it to that right there, okay? let me go ahead and do this. So present, share screen, and then here we go right here. And we're gonna look at this real quick.
Brian won't answer his fucking.
Y'all can.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Brian won't answer his fucking phone.
Do y'all hear this?
Whose fucking house is this, bro? What the fuck? Hi, is Brian here? That's his card. That's my boyfriend. He's here and he needs to come out right now, or I'm calling the police.
You can't call the police. It's in my house. Bye.
Dude. Holy fucking shit. Brian, you're fucking a gay man. He's cheating on me with a gay fucking man.
Let's see here. Let's go to this part two.
On me with a fucking man? You're cheating on me with that fucking man, Brian? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not, bro.
What the? Who is that? Who is that?
It's my friend from fucking gaming, bro.
You just fucked that guy?
No, it's my friend from
You
gaming.
just fucked that guy.
No, that's my
You
friend
just
from
fucked that
Xbox.
Oh my god, Brian, you just fucked that
That's
guy?
my friend from
Why
Xbox.
weren't you answering me?
Because I didn't have my phone on me. We were playing Xbox, bro. That's my friend from Xbox. Can you please just leave me alone?
Why does he have no pants on? You were just fucking him.
No, I wasn't.
You
That
were
was my
just
friend
fucking
from
him. You
Xbox.
were just fucking him.
No.
You're cheating on me while I'm pregnant.
Oh, let's go.
I'm calling the police. You're gone. You're getting
Can we
evicted.
go?
You were just cheating on me with a man.
No, I wasn't.
You were just. This is going on Facebook. That man had no pants on. That's all on video.
No.
Oh yes, it is. You're cheating on me with a
Are you
man.
fucking fine. Whatever, man. Can we go?
You are done. You're never seeing your fucking kids again.
Whatever, bro.
You see that dude? Look at him. That's the dude he was cheating with right there.
On me with a fucking man? You're cheating on me with that fucking
This
man,
is why I
Brian?
said, well,
Are you
I'm
kidding
not,
me?
bro.
What the? Who is that? Who is that?
It's my friend from fucking gaming, bro.
You just fucked that guy?
No, it's my friend from
You
gaming.
just fucked that guy.
No, that's my
You
friend
just
from
fucked that
Xbox.
Oh my god, Brian, you just fucked that
That's
guy?
my friend from
Why
Xbox.
weren't you answering me?
Because I didn't have my phone on me. We were playing Xbox, bro. That's my friend from Xbox. Can you please just leave me alone?
Why does he have no pants on? You were just fucking him.
No, I wasn't.
You
That
were
was my
just
friend
fucking
from
him. You were
Xbox.
just fucking him.
No.
You're cheating on me while I'm pregnant.
Oh, let's go.
I'm calling the police. You're gone. You're getting
Can we
evicted.
go?
You were just cheating on me with a man.
No, I wasn't.
You were just. This is going on Facebook. That man had no pants on. That's all on video.
No.
Oh yes, it is. You're cheating on me with a
Are you
man.
fucking fine. Whatever, man. Can we go?
You are done. You're never seeing your fucking kids again.
Whatever, bro.
Look at him.
On me with a fucking man.
Okay, so
On me with a man.
let's stop this right here. Oh my God. What do you guys think about that? Huh? What do you guys think about that? I don't know what she was calling the police for. I mean, what can the police do? I mean, I guess, because she was mad, she just, basically just was saying stuff. Because I don't see what the police is going to do. If anything, the police is going to tell her to leave and stuff. But damn, he has a whole lot of nerve. Okay, and then you heard her say that she's pregnant. But what I'm really asking is, the question is, she did not have any clues that her man could possibly be bi. Okay, because I honestly believe that people give off clues. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're around this dude all the time. You're spending a lot of time with him. I don't understand how some women just don't be knowing. They don't have a clue that the man they're with, the man that they are sleeping with and being with every single day is bi. I mean, it's just plain and ridiculous. Hold on one second, you guys. Just hold on. Yeah, it's just weird how, you would think that she would have some type of hint that this man is doing the most. Let's see what some of these people are saying in this comment section right here. Somebody said he's definitely
I caught my
guilty.
husband cheating with a man, and I'm all for like love,
right
who you
there,
want to
right?
love.
Okay, cool. They said he's definitely guilty. This is traumatic. The way he closed the front door. That is so embarrassing for both of them. The way he slammed that house door, and PlayStation would never. And somebody said he was playing Xbox, all right. This man came to the damn door, guys, in his damn shirt, right? And then you can tell just the way he was acting. He was acting like a lover that was teed off, And he came outside talking about he was playing a video game in this man's house. And this man is just in his t-shirt only or his shirt only, looking a hot ass mess. And then he does not have any taste. And then the man is old. I mean, come on now. I think she even said that when you look at the full video. It's just plain ridiculous. Let's see what she said.
I caught my husband cheating with a man, and I'm all for like love who you want to love, do your thing.
Actually,
but when I confronted him about it, like I caught them.
Listen, this may be a different. I don't know if this is the same lady, but this may be a different one. Let's just look at her and see what she's talking about.
Okay. And I confronted him. I was like, hey, are you maybe bisexual, maybe gay? Like, can we talk about this? And he's like, no, I'm not gay. I don't like men.
That's what they always say.
This ancient ritual that like transfers masculinity and power and like strength or something between us. It's not gay. And I was like, I don't know how to break this to you, but I feel like that's incorrect. Label yourself however you want to label it, but I definitely don't feel like that's straight. So I don't even know what to say at this point. And he's absolutely convinced. He's like, you're not seeing what you thought you were seeing. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing what I thought I was seeing. He's like, no. That's not what it was. Somebody tell me, is there a ritual that actually transfers power, or is it just a little gay? It's okay. But like,
that's crazy.
My husband.
Yeah, he just pulled up to the crib.
Look at this shit right here. This is gonna be today. I just want y'all to see this too.
Like he was pointing at somebody. Oh. Somebody's getting up.
It's like his homie or something.
Hello.
Yeah, hey Miranda, this is Gabe. I'm calling right now, letting you know that your boyfriend just got here, and he got here with his homeboy. So we're gonna sit here till about what time you said, Jay?
We're gonna leave about at least 1 or 1:30. We don't want to stay too long.
All right. So right now it's 10:38. We're gonna leave here about 1:30. We don't want to stay too late.
You said he with his homeboy.
Yeah, he with his homeboy right now.
Wow.
Right. So it's just them two.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Can you get in the house?
Yeah, I know the code.
Oh shit.
Unless that's not his partner. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying. That's the only thing I can think of.
What you mean not his partner?
You saying anything? Yeah, mate. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Say.
No, I'm just saying, you never know, bro. But Ain't no girl in there, but it is a guy in there. We all seen it, and I didn't see him come out.
What is going on up in here?
Okay, so we're gonna stop that right there. Damn these men. Then we're gonna go up a little bit farther.
Excuse me. Wow. Don't worry about what this is. Don't worry about what this is. What is this? That's just my partner. That ain't just your partner. You was laid up on the couch with a ride. That's your partner. You watching a movie with your partner. You said you was at home by yourself. Oh, I mean, you just got here. I was. Really? Well, listen, really? That's my partner, man. That's just your partner, but you laying with your shirt off. And don't think I didn't see you really put your little belt buckle back on. I caught that. Man, hey, listen.
Yeah, he just pulled up.
You can clearly tell that this man, let's keep it real. You mean to tell me she did not know this man was a little, on a down low? You can tell that dude is on a down low, you guys. You can't tell. Look at his mannerisms, okay? I mean, mannerisms. You can tell. Did I say that right? You can tell that this dude is bi. You really can. Look how he was acting. Gosh, she should have known, you guys. She should have known, for real. Let's see if we can look at one more before I get ready to go, because I got to hurry up, get out of here. It's almost 10:30. I got to get ready to go. Hold on, let me look and see real quick. That is crazy. You can tell, though. Can you guys tell? Goodness. Let's move on. Let's see what else we got here.
Anyways, that all came crashing down on Friday.
That's the one.
So what happened was I was at work.
This is the one that we seen first, okay? And that's the girl right here who caught her man cheating with an old man, okay? That's him. I mean, that's her.
And I was able to leave early that day because the provider that I was working for was leaving early, and so I was given the opportunity to do so as well. So I did. And I left and went to go get some blood work done for my OBGYN appointment that was coming up. So I got that done, and it was around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I called Brian to let him know that I was left work early and that I was coming home so we could hang out and do something together before we had to get the kids from school. So I called Brian. He didn't answer. I looked at his location because we share it with each other just for like safety purposes. And I saw that he was at a random house in Venice. So I was like, okay. My first thought was he was door dashing because he sometimes does that while I'm at work because he's not employed and hasn't been employed since he had that affair with his coworker that made us move to Venice in the first place. Anyways, yeah, he's not working. So I thought he was door dashing while I was at work. And so I gave him a few minutes before I called him again because I thought. Anyways, that all came crashing down on Friday. So what happened was I was at work and I was able to leave early that day because the provider that I was working for was leaving early, and so I was given the opportunity to do so as well. So I did. And I left and went to go get some blood work done for my OBGYN appointment that was coming up. So I got that done, and it was around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I called Brian to let him know that I was left work early and that I was coming home so we could hang out and do something together before we had to get the kids from school. So I called Brian. He didn't answer. I looked at his location because we share it with each other just for like safety purposes. And I saw that he was at a random house in Venice. So I was like, okay. My first thought was he was door dashing because he sometimes does that while I'm at work because he's not employed and hasn't been employed since he had that affair with his coworker that made us move to Venice in the first place.
That's crazy.
Anyways, yeah, he's not working. So I thought he was door dashing while I was at work. And so I gave him a few minutes before I called him again because I thought.
Okay, so
anyways,
let me see if she got the next
you
part.
gotta be fucking kidding me. Ryan won't answer his fucking phone. He's at someone's fucking.
We're not gonna look at first one. Let's see if they got part two.
Hi, I'm Rael. Story.
So
What is going on up in here?
we saw that already. So she
coming to somebody else's house, you bitch.
So she got fired. Okay, she got fired as well. Which is crazy. But like I said before, I don't understand why she did not. I don't know how she did not see any type of hints or clues or something. I mean, so he was pretending like he was doing DoorDash, and he was over here getting it on with this older man right here. This man is calling her all sorts of names. Let me let y'all hear this real quick. Wait, let me show you.
Fuck out of here.
You enjoy his asshole?
Listen.
To his fucking phone. He's at someone's fucking location.
His girlfriend, his girlfriend. Plus, they got other kids.
Is this, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hi, is Brian here? That's his card.
I don't know, Brian.
That's my boyfriend. He's here and he needs to come out right now, or I'm calling the police.
Look at his toes.
You can't call the police. It's in my house. Bye.
Dude. Holy fucking shit.
Maybe she said she's going to call the police because she may have thought that he was holding her boyfriend hostage because he's supposed to be doing DoorDash. Who knows?
On me with a fucking man? You're cheating on me with that fucking man, Brian? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not, bro.
Who is that? Who is that?
It's my friend from fucking gaming, bro.
You just fucked that guy?
No, it's my friend from
You
gaming.
just fucked that guy.
No, that's my
You
friend
just
from
fucked that
Xbox.
Oh my
That's
god,
his
Brian,
friend,
you just
bro.
fucked that
That's
guy?
my friend from
Why
Xbox.
weren't you answering me?
Because I didn't have my phone on me. We were playing Xbox, bro.
Bro.
That's my friend from Xbox. Can you please just leave me alone?
Why does he have no pants on? You were just fucking him.
No, I wasn't.
You
That's
were
my
just
friend
fucking
from
him. You
Xbox.
were just fucking him.
No.
You're cheating on me while I'm pregnant.
No, just go.
I'm calling the police. You're gone. You're getting
Can we
evicted.
go?
You were just cheating on me with a man.
No, I wasn't.
You were just. This is going on Facebook. That man had no pants on. That's all on video.
No.
Oh yes, it is. You're cheating on me with a
Are you
man.
fucking fine, whatever, man. Can we go?
You are done. You're never seeing your fucking kids again.
Whatever, bro.
You just fucked my boyfriend?
No, I did not. Okay?
He
Oh,
fucked you?
Go fuck
What? No, what happened?
fuck
Tell me what happened. I'm
okay?
pregnant. We have 3 fucking kids.
Not a thing happened here, okay? He's a friend. Screw.
Who are you?
I'm gonna call the police.
Call the police.
Get the fuck off my property.
Call the police.
He is mad as ever, man.
Wow. Brian's cheating on me with a fucking dude.
Get a good fucking look. Get off my property right now.
He is mad as ever, you guys.
Get some fucking nerve coming to somebody else's house, you bitch.
Oh, he gay.
Fuck out of here.
You enjoy his asshole? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Brian
That's
won't answer his
crazy.
fucking phone.
He was doing.
Fucking nerve coming to somebody else's house, you bitch.
Fuck out of here.
You enjoy his asshole?
Damn, he putting his hands all in her
To his fucking phone.
car and everything. Work all it. Work all it.
What house is this?
Boyfriend.
Whose fucking house?
You know what? I hope she never gets back together with that dude, because that's plain and ridiculous. It really truly is. We saw it. Is this part 2? That was part 1, right? Did we see? I think we saw the part 2. I don't see part 3. And I think she said she got fired from her job. It's crazy. So what do you guys think about that? And if I had time, I would show y'all the rest of it. You can look it up on TikTok and see all of the parts. But that was a hot ass mess. That was all over the internet. People were doing videos on that because it was plain and ridiculous. Yeah, her boyfriend let him do all of that because her boyfriend is a piece of crap. All right. But I thought she said she was calling the police when he came to the door. He slammed the door in her face. When she first knocked on the door, she also said she was calling the police. You know, all I know is that these men give off some type of clues, and sometimes we women just don't look at these clues. You know what I'm saying? Because we be so in love with these men, we just don't look at the clues, and we don't see these things showing right there in our face. Okay, and you know it's a shame because if he was doing anything like that, he's opening up, the possibility of her getting anything from him doing all this. And I'm telling who else he may be linking up with. And then she's pregnant about his dude. And then they have other kids too. They're just plainly ridiculous. So like I said, I may show y'all some more videos later, maybe tomorrow, whatever the case is. I can't show y'all all because I got to go. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I just wanted to do something a little different besides talk about Diddy and stuff and all this other crimes and unalivings and all the other little sad things that I cover at times. This is sad too, but it's still some fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow is Fuckery Friday, so I'll probably show you guys, some more fuckery stuff. All right, that was a hot ass mess. But wait till y'all see some of the other videos I got. That's crazy, man. But anyway, thank you to Kim for being in here. Like always, I appreciate you, hon. Thank you to Jermaine for being in here, doing all that you do. I appreciate you too. And thank you to Shell Kress for coming in here, showing some support. I appreciate you, hon. And Most Hated Bronze, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, hon. Tony Bands, thank you so much for coming in, and I appreciate you, hon, as well. And I also appreciate everybody who watches this in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And don't forget to share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you want to show support for this channel, you can do it in many different ways besides, thumbing up and sharing and subscribing and all of that. You can also do a super sticker, super chat, or a membership for $4.99 each month. Or you can do a Cash App donation to $Shades too. All donations are used to support this channel bills. All right. And that's on everything. Thank you guys so much. And thank you in advance. You said what? Because he didn't do anything. Innocent men don't take deals. Close enough. Oh, I'm reading the wrong damn thing. I'm getting like these other damn YouTubers reading stuff all the way back from there. Okay. So thank you, Jermaine. And thank you, Tony and Kim and all of you guys. All right. Y'all have a good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Happy and blessed month of May. These months are going so daggone quick. I cannot believe it's already May, you guys. Damn. But anyway, good night, y'all. Sleep tight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Shades Tube, and I am out, you guys. Peace. Let me stop this, put this other stuff up, and we are out of here. We are out of this biatch, okay? And that's on everything. Thank you guys right there. And let's put this music back on, and I am out. Change this, and I am out. And you guys are too. If you are at work, y'all have a good night at work as well. Peace out. Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all. My voice is always going out. Good night, you guys.